Dana, this might work.
Oh, so I need to get my microphone closer.
This actually might work.
All right.
Wow, Dana. This is cool. We're live at the joint outside of my car. And this is actually going to work.
It's going to work.
I think we're broadcasting. I have to check, but I think we're live. Cool.
The microphone stays up. That'd be cool.
Oh, here. I think that'll work. What do you think? Oh. Killing me. Hang on. Oh no.
There. Don't
That'll
touch
work.
It. Don't touch it.
SativaCross.com presents the Ignorance is No Excuse show outside the joint. I'm with Lorelai's mom, Dana, and her sister. What's your sister's name?
Jamie.
Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Hello.
Hello. And we're here with the Weed Man, too. The Weed Man's actually outside the car. Let's get him over here. Hey, Weed Man. Hey, Weed Man, grab a mic. I got a question for you.
Uh-oh, I might have an answer.
Was the raid on your...
I don't like calling it a raid.
Okay, there you go.
They showed up intimidating. That's what they did. They showed up, and they basically told me to clear it out. They said that it's after 11 o'clock. You're supposed to be closed. I said, I'm a church. And they said, they acted like, what are you talking about? But I had warned them already. The same couple officers I had already told them. But that's what they did. They acted like that meant nothing. Leave. And the lieutenant especially, he took the point, like, at one point he just basically said, look, you're closed. You can get everybody out, or we'll go in and make everybody leave. And that was when I decided to, okay. And I closed the door behind me, went in and told everybody they had to leave. And then everybody piled out.
Wow.
And I'm sure a good portion of those aren't going to come back because now they're afraid of the police. I mean, they walked outside the 20 police officers.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Who's going to come here if that's the case? So I had to do it. Since it was so public that they did that, I had to do a public pushback. And, hopefully, I'm confident that I'll win, at least on the hours of operation. I hope it doesn't start a can of worms where they just start picking on me, though, after that. Like, they already start picking on people who are parking here. So my hope, though, is that the judge will also issue like an oversight order. That happened to me before. I don't know if you know it, but Lefty got me locked up years ago.
Back to that again.
He filmed this film. He held me down and made me do this film. And I was on parole, and my parole officer locked me up for it.
This is bullshit. I got some weed.
After I fought my case and won, though, the federal judge did issue an oversight because he realized that my parole officers might be peed off that I won.
Right.
So he issued an oversight where anything happens to me, he had to review it. It was for another year and a half after the incident, so that was great. So I hope in this incident, if the judge issues an injunction, he'll also keep a little oversight to make sure I'm not retaliated for winning.
Wow.
It's scary.
It is scary, dude.
Yeah, we live in America, the land of the free.
You live in a different America than we
Home of
do.
the brave.
You live in the black America. I live in the white America. If this was a white-owned business, this wouldn't have happened to you. I guarantee it, Ed.
You played the race card. You brought the race card up. I didn't do that.
I know you didn't. I did.
If you look at the video, it's like 20 white officers.
Oh, they
One
brought the
black
white.
and two Spanish.
They brought the crackers out for you, huh? Wow.
Listen, I didn't say none of that.
I know you didn't.
I didn't
I
say
know
none
you
of
don't
that.
support what I'm doing. I know.
In my comments to the press, I didn't say anything like that.
I know you didn't.
I just basically said I have a
did.
First Amendment right to freedom of religion and a First Amendment right to freedom of assembly. I created this as a church. Who are they to tell me what hours I can be open?
Well, no, and I had seen. Sorry, it keeps falling.
Just hold it. Just hold it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Sorry.
Sounds great. Great plan. Great plan. Thanks, Lefty.
Stop.
No, at any rate, no, I had seen what you had said about it, and no, clearly, I mean, midnight mass and that kind of thing. I mean, people do that in other religions all the time, so why should this be any different?
Right.
I mean, I totally agree.
And I advertised it at that. I wasn't even hiding it. You know, that's the crazy part, that I'd been here for so long, since last year, and no one's bothered me. I was totally not expecting that.
Right.
How's it going, bro?
So, what do you think about the mayor's black, right?
Yep.
And the deputy mayor's black.
Yep.
Who do they answer to? Do they answer to the white man? No. So what is this? What is this? What are they doing? Why do they want cracking?
This is the lieutenant of the police department.
Okay.
He made this choice, and I'm sure, as the city attorney's office and all these people are getting calls and things like that, I'm sure everyone's in his butt. He made this decision. And now they're scrambling. They're going to have to scramble. They're going to have to figure out what. I went over there, and yesterday, with my lawsuit in my hand, I just didn't pay for it yet. I mean, the courthouse is right there. Right. So at 3:30, I was right there saying, hey, I'm getting ready to file this, but I'd rather keep my $400 in my pocket. And I'd rather someone here tell Lieutenant Varn that this is a church and leave it alone. They giggled and laughed, and, oh, you don't want to do that, and you don't want to start this whole church argument, ha, ha, ha. They laughed. They took the Cheech and Chong approach. And I was like, okay. And I walked out of here. I made a quickie little video in here and said, I'm on my way to the federal court. I walked over there and filed it. I filed it at 3:55 yesterday, 4 o'clock when they close.
Man.
So here we are. They did it. They had I was totally willing to drop it. They shut me down 3 times and harassed people. You know, I was perfectly willing to just leave it alone and continue about just doing me. But since I could foresee that they're going to come back, I could foresee they're going to harass other people, and they did successfully intimidate a few people. I'm sure there's some people ain't coming back. That was terrifying to them. They were here, chilling, minding their own business, and everyone who smokes weed hasn't been arrested before. There's a lot of people who've never been arrested before, and they come outside and there's 20 police officers outside. They're not coming. They're not coming back. I need a public win. You know, the temple needs a public win now. We need a headline that says he's allowed to stay open. Right. You know, like that's what needs to happen now, just to reassure the people I've been working on for the last year. You know, I got up to 600 members now. You know that?
Wow. That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Lefty, people
and those are
start
physical members. Those aren't just people that go on Facebook and like my page. Those are physical members. People who came in here and got a little membership card. I think it's like 660 now. I think I'm gonna start giving out something every 100. Wow, I got you here. I should do a bud hunt today, too.
Bud hunt?
I actually got a little bud, too. Yo, your camera just fell again. I should do a bud hunt today.
He's really good at this.
Huh?
He's really good at this.
Yeah.
Hey, don't make fun of me.
But you make it easy.
I'm the podcasting king, just not today.
See, what you should do is get one of those
there we go.
Logitech orbits, and then you can just sit it there and you just adjust it and it moves. And
I saw that. You get all the fancy equipment. You got the drones. He has all this stuff now. He's the toys. So my issue with the
one moment
with the police is
1 moment. Excuse me. I always forget her name. She comes up. I was going to give you a drive-by smoke out or something. All right, catch you later.
The problem I have is there was crack and heroin on this corner before you came here.
This whole city's full of crack and heroin.
But this corner specifically was a mess.
Well, right, they used to hang out in that park right there.
Yeah. Now
basically because of us, they stopped hanging out in that park.
Yeah, there's no more crack and heroin here because of you.
And there was that was the cut through to the other street, because the other stuff.
I know.
So now we got a fence there, so they can't cut through, and they don't even hang out there no more.
And look, you got 1, 2, 3 white people here in Trenton. You're bringing white people into
and
Trenton.
I'm not even scared.
I mean, yeah. What more do they want from you? I mean, Jesus, really?
I know. I've been laughing I'm importing white people. said, be happy.
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to lock my door.
No, man.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. That lieutenant's got a bug up his butt. And his officers, I can see some of his officers who were there didn't have the enthusiastic look on their face. Like, I've been around cops before. Sometimes they're waiting to smash your head. You could tell, like they're like waiting. Yeah, go ahead, say something smart. None of them act. I'd say most of them didn't act like that the other night. Even when he was like, either you're gonna get everyone to come out or we're going in. I could see one or two of them like,
We don't want to do this.
Yeah, I could see a couple of them like, come on, weed man, come on.
Right.
God. And then I did. I was like, I'll be back. And I opened the door, went in, I closed the door behind me, and went in and told everybody they gotta go. Told everybody I'm sorry. A couple people wanted money back because people come in and donate money. So there were a couple people the first time here. They were mad. The regulars, they knew that this wasn't, like what the hell. And I gave it back. I gave a couple of them the money back. Others I told, make sure you come back. I had a joint in my hand. I just gave it to some girl who was walking out talking about this bullshit. I didn't even get to smoke no weed. I was like, here. So she walks out.
See?
Like, thank you.
That's how it is here, man. I love it. Nobody's trying to gank you for your money or your crack here. It's like, come on, man. Yeah. It's peaceful stuff going on.
Yeah.
So
all right, man. I gotta get in. I gotta go back, and I got a couple things to do. Actually, I'm waiting for Phil to come back. He hasn't come back out of there. That's amazing. He went to serve the city their paperwork, and he hasn't come out. I hope they didn't throw him in a dungeon or nothing.
Torture him. Information. We want information.
I'm gonna get a phone call from the city. Like, we've got your manager hostage, and we're not gonna give him back until
we'll make a deal.
Until you drop these charges. Until you drop this civil offense.
Let's make a deal. You think they're gonna be that ruthless with you, or not?
Or who knows? He might have had a joint or two on him too, and went over there, served the paper, and they snatched him up.
Man.
I'm just kidding.
Well, what's going to happen? No, let me ask you a question. What's going to happen when the cops come in here and they see a bong or some weed on the floor? What are they going to ask? What patient that is, or?
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. They can walk in and see whatever they want to see, and be like, and we have medical marijuana patients come here. Yeah, that's a utensil for the use of medical marijuana.
Yeah. But what if they say, okay, whose marijuana is it?
Well, I'll find me a white person.
I'm not answering any questions, bro. I'm telling you right now.
I'll be like, Lefty! Nah, I'm just kidding.
Always keep a patient handy.
But there are patients that come through.
There is a lot.
You know what? Up until recently, up until last summer, until I opened this place, I hadn't met a black patient in New Jersey. Now I got about 4 or 5 of them come here regular.
Nice. Awesome.
One dude comes here every night. Every night, 7, 8 o'clock, he'll come through here. He smokes a joint, he chills, he watches TV for a few minutes, and he goes home to his nagging girlfriend. This is his chill spot. This is his man room. He says that.
And he's a patient.
He's a patient. He comes here. Now, see, well, I know he doesn't watch your show, so we don't have to worry about his wife or his girlfriend or whoever she is seeing this.
Oh.
He comes here all the time.
Wow.
And he always says it, too. He says it.
I love triangles on my show.
Oops.
That's the best. Love triangles are the best. Except when I'm in them. I don't want to be in them. No, not me.
This is like his man room. He comes over here, he plays chess, he smokes some weed, he watches TV, he plays the games in there, and he leaves.
Wait, my man with the dreads?
Yeah.
I know who you're talking about.
You bet, yeah. Kind of chunky dude. Yeah.
Okay.
He comes here almost every day. He has a card. There's a couple kids. There's this kid named Dwayne comes in here all the time, maybe twice a week. He has a card. And then on the weekends, I don't even count them. There's a bunch of them. I mean, there's been more and more. I mean, there's going to be a point that there's going to be some here every day. So I'm not even worried about that.
You're going to be open up tomorrow night after 11?
Dude, I have no obligation to follow an unconstitutional order. That's what got me in prison back in when you made me make those commercials.
I love it.
They held me down.
Yeah,
him and this guy held me down, made me make these commercials. I made the commercials, and then the white man, his brothers.
The white men made you make the commercials.
Threw me in jail. Threw me in jail, and made me feel like a Jan.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't know that term.
Just another N.
Just another Negro.
You said the nice word.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how I felt when they did it.
Yeah.
I got a right to freedom of speech. I got a right to this. It was like, listen, Jan.
Apparently not.
You got a right to nothing in here.
You're in jail for making a video. I sat in there for 5 months.
Yeah, it was terrible.
You know, and then when I tried to sue, the officers claimed they didn't understand the First Amendment, and the judge granted them immunity because they didn't understand.
Judge Dementia.
What?
What?
Yes. You learned the First Amendment in like 3rd or 4th grade civics. Like, how could you not know that?
Oh
These are officers. Some of them, and a couple of them were even in the military. I'm like, dude, I can remember getting my hardest constitutional training was when I was in the Army, when you have to swear to uphold the Constitution of America. Well, you got to learn at least what is rudimentary, what it is, before you can swear to uphold it. So we had a little constitutional class, which I never had anywhere else. Maybe in 3rd or 4th grade, and that was about it. If you're really into history, you might get it. But other than that, and these officers, these police officers, who have a flag on their shoulder, they got let off because they didn't understand the First Amendment. I sat there for 5 months and I never got it back. So
That's something, huh?
I can always blame whatever anger I have to that. I can say I have PTSD for getting thrown in a cage for making a commercial that Lefty forced me to do.
Yeah.
So y'all didn't see the whips and chains that were off camera.
You forced me to do a lot of shit I didn't want to do, too.
No, you run around naked on purpose.
That wasn't me. That was Chucky and Wayne.
All right, but I gotta get writing because I got a 7 o'clock curfew and I barely started. I mean, 7
All right,
o'clock.
brother.
Deadline.
Thanks, man. Don't leave me
Deadline,
hanging.
I barely started.
Thanks, man.
All right, catch
All
you
right,
later.
take
You
care.
guys really going over to the police station too?
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna be closing in about 10 minutes.
Who, the police station?
Well, they don't really close, but like as far as the court administrator.
I don't want
and all
them.
that front door shit
I want the
goes.
asshole cops that fucked with you.
Well, if you pull up right to the front and stand there smoking weed.
Yeah,
Make
exactly.
sure you have your medical card ready. I don't want you to hit somebody throw you on the ground.
No, me
throw some
neither.
handcuffs on you
Me
before
neither.
you even realize what you're doing.
No.
All right.
I have my shirt on. It says, don't shoot, I'm white. So hopefully they'll...
That's even gonna
Take
be
heed.
funnier. They're gonna laugh. They're not gonna know what to do. What depends on if a black cop comes out or a white cop.
Lefty likes to push the envelope
Yeah,
like
I've
right
seen this
to the
video.
brink.
A little over tonight.
All
All right, take
Well,
care.
Good
let
luck,
me know
man.
How
Night.
it works out.
All right, I will.
All right. Catch y'all later.
Thanks, man.
See ya.
All right. Weed man. New Jersey weed man.
my.
Always something going on with New Jersey weed
Man,
man.
does he have stories or what?
Wow, dude. It's amazing. All right, let's see if
For
we can do this.
days.
Can we do this now? That's not going to work.
No, that's just me.
That's just you.
Nobody wants to see that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I want to see Lorelai. Where's she? Didn't
She's
bring
at
her?
home with Daddy.
Okay. All right. How's
Home
she
with
doing?
Daddy. She's doing pretty well, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, she's doing pretty well.
What does that mean in the scheme of things? Because well for you is like 200 seizures instead of 700 seizures. I mean,
Yeah,
really.
that's about what we're looking at.
For real.
Between 200 and 400
Oh,
a
yeah.
day.
See, that's not well to me.
That's well considering it was 700 plus a day
God.
before.
I know.
So that's well for me.
Yeah,
you know.
I know. In the scheme of things, it's well, but
Yeah. No.
she can't use cannabis, so it's like, wow.
Well, I mean,
Ay, ay, ay.
hopefully, come this upcoming week, we're supposed to get a vote in the House, and then
saw that.
hopefully it's off to the governor's desk. I mean, that's what. Hey, we're getting promises from leadership in the House.
I saw
Hopefully
that.
they keep them, because promises don't mean much from our legislature in PA.
I
So
know.
I'm hoping they keep them.
But there's been some rumors. I mean, you got a couple of guys that will come and tell you stuff, and there's been a few things that they're like, come into my office, I want to tell you something.
Right.
That
Of
kind of
course. I
stuff.
mean, everybody's got their,
Yeah.
backdoor guy. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like tell you stuff from the inside. Yeah. But and I tend to want to believe them. I think that they're being honest with us for sure.
Yeah.
And I think even certain members of the leadership in the House, I think that they do truly want this to happen. I think their hearts are in good places and they want to help, truly ill people. But then there are other members of leadership who do not. They're not in this for the right reasons. They're still listening to the 1930s propaganda and rhetoric.
Beaker! Excuse me.
You okay? Bless you.
Sorry.
But yes.
Wasn't there a guy that cried like a little baby? One of the guys cried like a
Yeah, that would be Turd's eye.
Turd's eye. And why was he crying like a little baby? Because his wife won't have sex with him anymore?
I have no idea about that. But
Well, his wife's a pediatrician, and she supports medical marijuana, so there must be some crazy dinner conversations with him, huh?
hey, I have no idea what they. I can't imagine. I don't even
Probably
think
not
I
much.
want to know what they
Not
talk
much.
But-
Silent treatment. You
Yeah.
bastard!
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I can't even imagine what they must talk about. I can't imagine they even want to talk about the subject in their house because it has to be a point of contention. But
Well, yeah, when you kill kids and make kids suffer, yeah, it doesn't look good for you. Yeah.
you know, I don't understand when you have somebody who's a grown man like him or like Baker or whoever who, when you have real science out there, I mean, this isn't just, a bunch of stoners coming and saying, no, dude, pot works, I swear.
Well, it is, but there's other people besides that. there's real normal people too that saying this stuff, not just me. No, you're
True
right.
story. Yeah,
You're
but
right.
no, honestly, I mean,
Absolutely.
there's real science behind it, and the fact that they're completely ignoring it and they're putting that aside and
It's crazy.
doing whatever they want whenever they want, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I'm like, you are a grown man with a fully developed brain, and you're choosing to ignore science that is going to potentially save thousands and thousands. I mean, you talk about over the course of time, that's millions of lives.
Yeah. I would say follow the money, but what is he? Who pays? Who pays him? I mean, he gets money from somebody.
I mean, clearly he's getting contributions for campaigning and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, looking at, he does get contributions from pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, he does?
They're
shocked.
Are you? He's not the only one who gets pharmaceutical company contributions, but he is one of them that does. Is that why he makes those decisions? I can't say. I don't know. But regardless, I think, I don't know. I think there's got to be something that takes precedence, and when you look at people's lives, it's got to be more important than politics and money. It just has to be.
Yeah. I'm just shocked. But it's so transparent now with the internet. That's probably why he cried, because he knows he's transparent. He knows he looks like a douche.
Well, no, I mean, you'll see it in articles that have been written in the media that it's a matter of there are so many people within his Republican caucus that support this. They want to get this over the finish line. They want medical cannabis for Pennsylvania and sick Pennsylvanians, across the whole state, and he's trying to thwart that. He's trying to get that, buried under the rug, and let's not make this happen. And so, I don't know. The whole thing, he's losing control of his own caucus, because usually they all fall in line.
Yeah.
What the Republican leadership says, the rest of them all do. In this situation, Republican, he does not support it, but so many other Republicans do, and they want it to pass. And so he's losing control of his own caucus. And he doesn't like that. He just doesn't like it. He's a guy who likes to have control.
Yeah, I'm sure. What's his future? It doesn't look good for him, though. Did he lose one of his positions? Wait, Baker lost his position.
No, neither one of them did. No.
Speaker? Weren't they
Well,
speaker?
so Turzai used to be the majority House leader.
Okay, he lost that.
Well, lost. No, he wanted to be the Speaker of the House. That was what he wanted to be, and he got that position.
Okay.
So he got exactly what he wanted. I think he kind of wields a little more power this way, unfortunately.
Yeah. We have people like that in New Jersey. They just tabled a bill. We had a bill for PTSD. One of the senators, Senator Vitale, just took the bill and tabled it. Says, no, we're not going to vote on this now. We'll vote on it maybe next year.
Right, maybe.
Maybe. While all these people are still suffering and dying. We'll just hang out. We'll just take this piece of paper and we'll put it over here. Meantime, all these people are going to suffer and die.
Right. Well, and that's the power that the Speaker holds. They can choose to just not bring it up for a vote if that's what they want to do.
Kills it. They kill it.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing you can do except wait.
Yep.
And you know about waiting. I know
Yes,
you know
we
about
do.
waiting.
We know a lot about waiting. But I think at this point there's no denying the amount of support that's with, not just within the public, but within the legislature. I think they can't even. There's just no getting around it anymore. It's there. Medical cannabis is coming to Pennsylvania. At this point, it's a matter of what will the bill look like
Yeah.
when
What-
it passes.
What will it look like?
Because what it looked like when it was drafted originally is not what it's going to look like when it
Like
passes.
Swiss cheese.
You know, I'm not going to say that there's not going to be some good things that come along with
Okay,
the
name one.
passage of it.
Name one.
I think, you know, kids are going to get medicine.
They will.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, kids are going to be
They
able to
will.
get. I mean, there's
Are
going
you
to be
sure?
oils, tinctures.
There will
you
be.
know?
Okay.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
mean,
All right. That's good.
that-
That's good. All
and
right.
I mean, we don't know yet until the bills
what I'm
pass
saying,
and
we
all
don't
that.
know.
No, I'm saying we don't know yet about, you know, whole plant material, THC caps, all this other
Okay.
crap that they may or may not do until
Okay.
the bill passes. There's 200 plus amendments.
saw that, right.
200 plus amendments. So, you know, at this point, we don't know what it's going to look like
Yeah.
when it actually passes because there's just so much up in the air. But, you know, I think that a lot of the amendments are going to be ruled out of order. And so I think that there will be some good things. It's going to be a starting ground. Our fight is not over. Once this bill passes, our fight is not over. And unfortunately, it is going to be somewhat like New Jersey, where we're going to have to continue to fight even after a bill is passed.
Yes.
But you know what? We live in Pennsylvania. We're one of the most conservative states in the whole country.
You are.
So, I mean, I don't think that it should come as any surprise that we're going to have to continue fighting.
What politicians are helping you in Pennsylvania?
Oh, man. Clearly, Senator Fulmer and Senator Leach, they have been the champions of this from day one. I can't sing their praises enough. They've been amazing. In the House, we have Mike Regan. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's been great. It took him a little time to kind of warm up to the idea, but he has now jumped in both feet, and I mean, he's even calling. I mean, he's doing you know, articles in the newspapers
Okay.
and putting it out on his Facebook.
Awesome.
I'm telling you, man, he's
Awesome.
like I said, both feet. So he's doing awesome. I mean, there's so many that I can tell. Tallman and Mao, and I mean, there's so many people that, like I said, the support just keeps growing and growing. That it's undeniable at this point. It's just got to happen.
Do they have children that are sick, maybe, or family members that maybe need it?
Can you tell me? Do you know anybody that doesn't have some kind of personal relation to somebody who's sick
Yes.
and could use this? So I think even if they don't have a child themselves, they know somebody with a child who's sick. They know somebody with a cancer patient who could use it. They themselves were a cancer patient or a friend, whatever the case may be. I think everybody knows somebody.
Yeah, we just brought a magical butter machine up to Ringwood, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
We got a call from a woman. Her son Chad has brain cancer, and he had 2 weeks. They said they had 2 weeks to live, and he had everything else done to him. He had brain surgery, he had radiation, he had chemo, and this woman's last hope for her son was this magical butter machine and some RSO oil. So we went up there. We brought her some weed, and she had weed. She's a patient,
Okay.
and we brought her some oil too. Fuck
Okay.
it. We brought her fucking oil. Yeah, we did. Fuck you. Fuck the law. Medicate anyway. That's right. Because if we don't help each other, nobody will.
Right.
He's dying. So she had no access to oil, and neither do I. I went up all around just getting donations from whoever I could, and we found a good person who has it, and they're giving him oil that he needs. And so far, 3 weeks later, he's doing better. He's up.
Awesome.
He's eating. He's just doing better.
That's amazing.
doing better.
That's amazing.
You know, quality of life.
Yeah.
You know, just stuff like that when you hear about it. But that's only anecdotal, though. That's anecdotal evidence.
Anecdotal.
Sorry, doesn't count,
Right. Right.
but counts for me
It does count.
because I see it. I see it happening to everybody. I see it with your daughter. I see it with well, not really your daughter because your daughter can't use cannabis, but Ricardo's daughter.
Ricardo's daughter, yes.
You know, especially Ricardo's daughter. Megan's daughter, Brian's daughter, Vivian.
Vivian, yeah.
There's kids everywhere. Jackson. They're all benefiting from it.
You're gonna see it with my daughter someday.
I can't wait.
I promise
I can't
you.
wait.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But you know, I really feel like, you know, and not to get on a different subject so much, but you know, it's disgusting how it's going to come too late for so many. You know, we had a rally a couple of months ago, and this woman came, and I'm not going to say her name just because she hasn't given me permission, but you know, buried her daughter at 20 months of age
Oh.
from a seizure.
I know the name.
Yeah, buried her daughter. I mean, that's sickening.
That's, yeah.
Her daughter was not important enough to pass this in a timely manner. Disgusting. Yesterday, I went with my father to his doctor's appointment. He has cancer. We knew he was terminal. But his lungs are absolutely riddled with cancer now. And they said he's got about 6 months to live. So help's going to come too late for him.
I don't believe it. Randy Robertson, they took out all of his intestines. They took out the Whipple procedure.
I know, but it's not the same kind of cancer.
I
They
know.
can't take out my dad's lungs.
Mm.
You know, and it's like, you just got to ask these people, why are these people who are suffering right now, why aren't they important enough to pass this bill as soon as humanly possible?
No matter what you do, it seems like it's never enough. No matter what you do.
It's not going to be enough until they get off their asses and do the right thing. Pass a full, comprehensive medical cannabis bill. None of this THC cap, none of the, no, just oils, tinctures, no. Fully comprehensive medical cannabis bill. And until they can do that, it's just not the right thing.
They kept THC in New Jersey at 10%,
That's what they want to do in PA.
but they got around it by using the THCA numbers. So I don't know how that's even going to work.
I don't know. I don't know. We'll see.
It's so weird. It's, oh, God. I know.
Well, I mean, like I said, we have some good people fighting there. I'm hoping that maybe
do.
we can get that
You're one of
lifted
them.
or whatever.
You're one of the biggest ones.
I mean,
I
the
love it.
legislature. I mean, in the legislature.
saw you at Montel.
I'm one of many.
I saw you on Montel. You were kicking some ass on Montel.
Oh, on the Dr. Oz
Even handed him a
show,
tissue,
yeah.
man.
Oh,
Come
my
on,
gosh.
man. Oh, man.
Oh my gosh! And I hope my mom is watching right now. She said she was gonna watch. She said I took her job because when he went to the
What? What do you mean?
my mom's hilarious. Okay, I love her to death. So when she was at the Capitol with us, and Montel had come to the Capitol
Oh, yeah.
for a rally,
Okay.
he was crying. He was a mess.
And
Well,
Mom
mom
had
had
a
a
tissue.
tissue.
She had a mom
And she
tissue.
was like, one of the mom tissues from her purse and whatever. She's like, here, Montel, here's a tissue.
Nice.
So, of course, I hand him on the tissue on the couch on Dr. Oz, and I get done taping, and she's like, you took my job.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Love you, Mom.
She's
Love you, Mom.
You're
Thank you, Mom.
imitating her like that.
Wow.
Took my job.
Okay, so you're next. You have to tissue him next.
I'm gonna tissue him next. That'll be the next thing. That'll be the next thing. I'm
Okay.
gonna find the rowdiest pocket mom tissue I can.
You're going to find the rowdiest what?
The rowdiest pocket mom tissue I can find. You know, the ones that they're like, they
Here.
hand it to you and it looks terrible. And they're like, it's not used.
I promise. It's toe up, but it's not used. I promise.
Don't mind that green thing on there. It's nothing.
Oh,
The mom tissues, they're the best. But hey, everybody needs a mom tissue now and again. You're happy when you get one.
oh my God.
Wow. I wish I had audio of that right now ready, but that's all right. That was a great episode. Oh my God. I was waiting for that for weeks. I was like, Dana's on Oz, yes. Oh my
my
God.
I will tell you, I had before we taped that, and I had put it out there that I was going to be on his show. I'm telling you, I got quite a few people that were like, "Really, you're going to do Dr. Oz? You're going to do Dr. Oz? Like he's sell out, this, that, and the other thing."
He came around.
Well, no, you know what? There's nothing to sell here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
what's he going to sell?
Right.
Buy my brand of cannabis? You can't sell anything here.
That's true.
So,
He got the word out.
yeah.
I think that was what was important.
Yeah, he's got like a viewership of like 3 million plus or something. So
Amazing.
I thought,
Amazing.
and I know Montel can speak, and Montel's got a lot of respected, or got a lot of respect among his viewers.
Yeah.
And so, I thought, I don't think I can go wrong here. Get a message out to a lot of people who otherwise would not see it. Soccer moms and that kind of thing who watch the Dr. Oz show.
National.
Yeah.
That's true.
And it wouldn't just help the people of Pennsylvania. It'd help people in other states that aren't legal yet, or states that are legal like Jersey, but that the program sucks.
It does suck. Well, here's an interesting story you might like to hear. I don't know if you heard this yet. But Harrison Ford, did you hear about Harrison Ford?
I did.
That's something.
Did I tell you that his doctor, or that the daughter's doctor is the same doctor as Lorelai's?
Oh, Dr.
Davinsky. Yep, that's Lorelai's doctor.
Yeah,
too.
Harrison Ford tearfully reveals his daughter has epilepsy. Harrison Ford has revealed at the NYU Lanzone Medical Center, the actor told us that 26-year-old Georgia Ford has this condition. She's joining me to thank Faces. I don't know what Faces is. I admire a lot of things about her perseverance, her talent. She's my hero. I love her, Harrison Ford told us. Langston, Dr. Orrin Davinsky have been a great service to my family. I am grateful for that, so I'm happy to be here. When you have a loved one who suffers from this disease, it can be devastating. It is devastating. You know how it affects their lives, their future, their opportunities, and you want to desperately to find mitigation. You want to find a way that they can live a comfortable and effective life. Later, during a speech at Pier 60, the 73-year-old Hollywood veteran, who also has 4 sons, said that Georgia had her first seizure as a child during a sleepover and was prescribed with medicine for acute migraines. Is that the normal procedure, migraine medication?
Well, a lot of migraine medications are also anti-epileptic drugs.
Oh,
they
really?
kind of overlap a lot.
What's Lorelai on now?
So, well, actually, one of the medications that she takes for epilepsy, I take for migraines, called Topamax.
Really?
So yeah, they oftentimes overlap. Same thing with depression medications.
Okay, interesting. A few years later, she had another big seizure. This one on a beach in Malibu, where a Hollywood director found her. Luckily. Oh my God. Wow. I said to myself, this is Los Angeles. We have some of the best doctors in the world. They must know what's wrong with her. But nothing was diagnosed as epilepsy. The actor said that after another attack, while Georgia was studying in London, they finally tried NYU. Fighting back tears, Ford said Dr. Orrin Davinsky, who is a dear friend, made the diagnosis, epilepsy. He prescribed the right medication and therapy. She has not had a seizure in 8 years.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's really only about 33%. It's only about a third of patients who have epilepsy that are intractable, like Lorelai. Most patients gain control with their first or second medication. So, I mean, that's awesome for her. I couldn't be more happy.
Wow. I'm hearing a lot of stories lately about epilepsy. And did you hear when William Haney talked about his mom's book?
He's told me about it a few times. I've not.
Oh, man.
He hasn't gotten into any of like the detail of the book, but he has told me about the book.
We've read the book on the show. And his mom went through hell in school.
Oh my word.
They thought she was possessed by the devil. The nun, when she would have a seizure on the floor, the nun would throw holy water on her and say, everybody stay away from Joan. She's possessed by the devil. And if you go near her, you're going to be possessed by the devil.
Oh my god.
And everybody shunned Joan. Not only did she have this horrible disease, but she had no friends anymore. They all shunned her. The nuns shunned her. All the community shunned her because they were all afraid of her because she was possessed by the devil.
Right.
Are you freaking kidding me?
That's disgusting.
Oh my God. This is a poor little girl.
Well, and I'll tell you, I mean, honestly, there's so many people that even today, there's still stigma related to epilepsy. I mean, you would think that in 2016, there would be none, no medical conditions that carry stigma, but still there are. I mean, we were just talking about people throw the R word. Everybody, if you don't, retarded or retard.
We don't say that word on the show,
Disgusting.
Dana. Don't you dare say that word on the show. I swear to
I
God,
was clarifying.
don't say that word.
Sorry.
You know better.
I do know better. I hate that
I'm
word.
Kidding. I know you're one of the reasons why we don't say this word on the show. You
Yeah.
and all the other kind of moms, they don't. I don't care. I was called that word growing up. I use that word all the time. But now, since you guys educated me on that, I don't use it no more. On this show, we don't use it.
I will be crystal clear and say when I was younger, absolutely said that word. I don't know. I don't think I've ever met anyone who didn't say that word.
We all did.
And I don't think it was something that I ever said in malice, like to someone who had an intellectual disability. I never called somebody with an intellectual disability that.
No, I was called that.
But I would say it to you or to her
me? What
or
me?
to whatever.
What'd I do to you?
In passing, as just like something that people
I know.
said.
It was
know what
fun.
I'm
It was kind
saying?
of funny thing to say at the
Right,
time, but
right.
now you see what really is going on. It's like, wow, it's really not funny.
Right, it's not funny at all. And I think as with so many things in so many people's lives, it's sometimes not until it affects you personally that you realize how things can be hurtful. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And so yeah, guilty as charged. I used to say it too, and now I try to do my due diligence to get people to stop saying that word, because it is an awful word. It's disgusting.
You hear that, guys? This is why we don't say the R word on this show. I've been saying that for a year now.
Sorry, did I break a record here of saying that word?
Actually, yeah, you broke the record.
Sorry.
But it's good because we create when anyone says the R word, it gives us a chance to create awareness about why we shouldn't say the R word, because it always slips out. Somebody always.
That wasn't a slip, honey. I said it on purpose.
No, but people slip. People slip, especially with me. They call me that all the time.
For people who are going, what is she talking about? What's an R word? I've heard of the N word, but
Yeah.
what's the R word?
I'd rather hear the C word than the R word at this point, for real.
C word's a good word.
No, not that C word.
Oh, not that C word? Not unt?
Oh, yes, that's a good word.
Oh, I love that word.
Oh, you do?
Oh, I love that. Sorry.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
No, I'm a mommy. Mommies don't talk like that.
I was going to say, what are you doing? We don't say that word here on the show either.
Don't you?
No, we don't say this.
I would not have guessed that.
Especially with
You
two
guys
girls.
are dirty, filthy animals.
No, we don't do that.
Oh, Lefty.
We've
You're
been
not dirty, filthy animals. I love you.
we've been off the hook lately. I don't know why. Have you listened to our show lately? Good.
On and off.
Good. Oh, on and off?
Yeah.
Yeesh. Yeesh. Did you hear the game that I played the other day?
No.
Hurt or no? Okay, good.
No.
Good. Thank you. Don't watch it.
I saw your little commercial for this one with the beads, the beaded thing.
That's later.
Smell this.
That's.
Smell this.
It smells horrible.
Smell.
It really.
this.
It's not normal. It smells like chemicals.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
You don't have to. I can show you.
I will take your word on that one.
Oh God. So I was going to do man on the street interviews, but everyone's gone, kind of. So
Yeah. There's
one
no
man
men on the street.
yeah, there's one man,
There's one man.
and that's the guy with the cannabis. See here, look. That's Jim, that's 420 Jim.
Oh, here, there's another man.
There's cannabis. Yeah, we should. Oh, let me interview people.
What, you just call him over to the car?
Yeah. Hey, buddy, come here.
Get over here.
Hey, come here.
Here's a couple of nice looking white people.
Where?
Right up
Where?
Nice, Jabe. Thanks. That was awesome.
Us? Oh, those guys. Hey, come here.
Oh.
They look like very upstanding citizens.
They do. All right, let's be obnoxious. Let's start hassling people. Did I turn this on yet? Let's see. Is this thing even on?
Oh, do you want this one or do you want
Yeah.
that? Do you want the one I have back here?
She's got one.
No, that one's good.
One you can be
Doot,
obnoxious with?
This is
I'll hear it.
this is the wireless
Forky
mic.
man.
Let's see this one. Yo. Maybe not.
Oh.
That's not good. All right, testing. I love it. I love dead air. I love dead air in Trenton. How do we have dead air in Trenton? See, what I don't like is the shows where they just sit around and smoke weed on the whole show. Like the guy from Canada, the marijuana man. You ever see him?
No.
He just sits there and smokes weed the whole time. It's like this. This is the whole show. Here, I'll show you. Here's the whole show. And that's it. Just dead air and smoking weed. I'm like, really?
It sounds boring.
Yeah, can we just like talk about something? So we'll get Jim over here in a minute. We'll grab him. But yeah, you know what's crazy? I want to thank you for the honor of letting me do that video for you guys.
Oh my
Seriously,
gosh, that was amazing.
man.
That was so good, and I was such a pain in the ass.
No, not at all.
Oh no, I
No.
totally was.
I needed that.
Do this, cut
No.
here, add there, do
Perfect.
this. Oh my gosh, I was such a pain.
You cut it down so much that it was perfect.
I didn't want to. I
had
didn't
to.
want to. I know we had to, but I didn't want. There was so much we had to cut out for time, but I didn't want to have to cut out. But no, it turned out so well.
It did, and I'm meeting so many people because of that video, like Sarah from Kansas, Sarah Weber. She's
Okay.
a patient from Kansas who can't get access.
Right.
She's still waiting.
Oh my gosh, Kansas, they're as bad as Pennsylvania,
Wow.
or maybe worse.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's scared. She has seizures, drop seizures. She's afraid to take a shower because she has drop seizures.
Oh, I wouldn't blame her.
She's afraid to leave the house. She's afraid she's going to die every day. She thinks she could die.
Yeah. Oh,
And
she probably could, and that's awful.
And she can't get access to cannabis. She's right by Colorado, but she can't get access.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what's called, the golden triangle now of law enforcement,
Oh,
where they just
yeah. Oh, my gosh. Too many horror stories I've heard about people trying to go to Colorado. They're coming back to their home state. Where'd you get hit? Kansas.
Yeah.
Where'd you get hit? Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's
Scary.
where everybody gets popped, in Kansas. You know, United States of America. United States. We're not very united, doesn't seem, on this particular issue. I don't know.
No, it's all borders right now. Like, I can't go to your state right now with my weed.
Mm-mm.
No,
Oh, no.
I'd be arrested.
Absolutely.
I leave my weed by the Delaware River before I go over the bridge. But what I did do, I went to Rhode Island a couple of weeks ago. Rhode Island has reciprocity, so I can give them my card up there and buy 6 ounces of weed up in Rhode Island.
Right.
Really good weed.
Right.
Wax, oils, edibles. I bought friggin' bacon, medicated bacon up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still can't take your own medicine. Stuff
No.
that you
No.
can't take your own medicine there. And you know what? Even when Pennsylvania legalizes, you can't bring your medicine to Pennsylvania
No.
because you won't be a card holder in Pennsylvania, and you would still have to traffic it across state lines.
Right.
How ridiculous.
Rat hole it.
Yep.
Well, won't get personal. I would rat hole it. But yeah, the borders, it's just crazy. But
Bless you. Oh, thank you.
bless you. Yeah, we do have some crazy borders here, and every state's different. If I got arrested in Pennsylvania, I'd probably have to go to do probation in Pennsylvania, right? I don't know how that works. It's crazy.
No clue.
It's like when Shawnee and Sarah moved to Maine. They had to bring her medicine from New Jersey to Maine, so they had to drive through New York, through Connecticut, where it's illegal.
Right.
Where if Sarah got arrested in those states, they would throw her in jail. Can you imagine? You know who Sarah is? She's in a wheelchair. She's like 24, 23 years old, but she has the mind of like a 6-year-old or whatever, and she's in a wheelchair. She can't do anything for herself. You're gonna put that kid in jail?
Right.
Really?
Right. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's what would have happened, and put her on probation. For what? For what?
You know, and I'll tell you, and I when I come across a police officer in Pennsylvania, I will generally, if I have a few minutes to stop and talk to them, I'll talk to them about it. I'll ask them, you know, what is your thoughts on this? And most all of them would say, I just wish they would legalize it. Even, I mean, some will go as far to say that they support full legalization. It's obviously less work for them because, you know, they have to deal with alcoholics right now that make a freaking mess of everything. But cannabis is like nothing. They're not worried about it. You know what I mean? But further than that, they look like real jerks because they're having to throw cancer patients in jail. They're having to throw parents of little sick children in jail and having their kids taken away. Those cops don't want to do that. They're like, they still have to try to sleep at night. You know what I mean? And they still have to try to have the respect of the people that they're overseeing.
No,
You know?
they don't have that anymore.
No, they don't. And I think it's not because of what they want to do, but because of what they're being made to do.
Mm-hmm.
They're being made to do this. They don't make the laws. They just have to enforce them. You know?
They don't have to enforce them.
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no.
I mean, they have to keep their job. They still have a family to support and so on. You know? But I'll tell you, one of the most moving things I saw come out of a police officer's mouth was we have one guy who has a child with epilepsy, and he's also a state trooper in Pennsylvania. And he came up to the podium and he did his speech at one of our rallies. And he was specifically talking like to Matt Baker and said, you know, just because of your decision to vote against or for, you know, against us, and the fact that you're putting out all this propaganda against, if somebody came to your home and burglarized you or broke into your home or whatever, You call 911, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to do my job to the very best of my ability, regardless. I don't care what kind of person you are. I don't care who you are. I'm going to do my job, and I'm just asking you to do your job. You know what I mean? You're not a doctor, you know?
Yeah.
Just pass along, put it in the doctor's hands, you know? But it was pretty cool how he said, you know, like, I'm able to separate my job from my feelings. Because, you know, I don't know, a lot of people wouldn't piss on Matt Baker if he was on fire.
Yeah, you might. You might.
I would, but there's a lot of people out there that wouldn't. Maybe.
You got 200 amendments to the bill.
Yeah.
So what do you know what some of the amendments were? Like what they're trying to curtail?
Well, I mean, some of them, like some of the Baker amendments, are geared towards making it a CBD only bill.
Oh, right. Okay. That's
Or
not
making
gonna
it a research only thing where you can only get it through hospitals through a research program.
Okay.
Of course, there's the THC caps and stuff like that. But then there are some good ones too. You know, there's Russ Diamond in the House. He wants to put forth an amendment that would add autism to the conditions list.
Oh, good.
I mean, I really do hope that passes. Oh my gosh,
Wow.
would that be such a great day if that passes?
Yeah. We don't have that in Jersey.
I don't think any other state has.
No, nobody has that.
I don't think anybody has autism yet. I'd love for PA to make that kind of history. It'd be the first state to have autism on the conditions list. But like I said, so some of them are good and some of them are really, really awful. I just hope we can get a better bill than what we expect to get.
Yeah.
Because right now this is like could be totally entry level stuff we're talking
Yeah.
about, you know.
Yeah.
And not help nearly as many people as what it could. I don't know, Lefty.
I hope it does.
Uh,
I wish you guys the best of luck.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anything you can promote today? Any websites?
Of course, Campaign for Compassion.
There you go.
CampaignForCompassion.com.
I like that one.
And of course, Legalize for Lorelai. I got to give my baby girl, some props. So Legalize for Lorelai. But definitely, if you're in PA, I don't care where you are, check out Campaign for Compassion. But if you're in Pennsylvania, check out Campaign for Compassion and get in contact with your legislators. Do it. Those guys need to get their butts in gear. So get them in gear.
Awesome. Well, I want to end the show actually because I'm going to take a ride to the police station.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to end the show. Just going to do a short hour show today. I end it with a short prayer. I don't know if you watched that, but it's a small, short thing. We just have like a moment of silence. And I want to thank all our sponsors, magicalbutter.com, medical-freedom.com, Legalize for Lorelai, which we know, Love Nugget Foundation, davidversusautism.org, magicalbutter.com. Did I say that? I think I did. SativaCross.com, cmmnj.org, the Coalition for Medical Marijuana. Got Tuffy's Fight.
I don't know if Paula and Philip watch this anymore. I wear it every single day. Every single day. I'm going the wrong way.
I did, but mine broke.
Every single day.
Mine broke. I need a new one, Phil.
I wear my Sabina Rose. It never comes off. I wear it every day.
Yeah, mine went flying one day. It went pink, and it went ding. I was like, oh, it broke. I've had it on for a year. So, yeah, Sabina Rose. Yeah, she did not. She's still waiting for her cannabis. Oh, my God. Poor girl. There's other patients that are still waiting.
You got Jenna's Journey.
Yeah, there's
Did
other.
you already say that?
Yeah, there's Jenna's Journey. There's Jenny's Purple Ribbon Journey. There's Prayers for Pete. Prayers for Sarah. There's there's a bunch of them. The girl from Texas, Alexis.
Oh, Team Alexis.
Team Alexis.
Team Alexis.
That's it. See, you know all these.
You're better than me. No, you got way more in your mind than I do.
can't remember them all.
Wow.
I think I got them all. I probably missed one. But the American refugees like Sarah and Vivian Wilson, and Jackson Storms and Claudia, and the patients who died before they got access, like Diane Ripatella, Cheryl Miller, little Gracie, little Sabina, Marie. This is for you guys. We'll be back in about an hour or two at the police station. Be back on soon. See you later. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. We will remember them.